Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dan here with GrapeVineRecording, and finally we're here. We're here at the mic shootout video that I've been promising for oh so long. So what we're going to be doing, I've got 4 microphones that we're going to be looking at today, not including this one because this is what I need to kind of talk to you. We're going to be looking at the Rode NT1a microphone. We're going to be looking at the SE Electronics X1 microphone, which is this one. We're going to be looking at a Takstar 5400, which is this one. And we're going to be looking at a studio condenser BM800. This is like an eBay special one. We're going to be looking at this as well. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's kind of difficult because for what this channel is and for what I do on this channel, we look at things like sound design for films and like games, TV and stuff like that. Whereas, don't get me wrong, I use all of these microphones for that, but I don't think we can give it a true like shootout mentality if we use these microphones in the application that I use them for, because I just don't think it gives a fair balance for what the microphone can do. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to play some music and like record some music, which is fine because that's kind of how I started all this like YouTube stuff anyway. So if you went back on the channel, you would see like videos I'm recording and mixing and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to just record a simple song. We're going to record just acoustic guitar and vocals because I think they're kind of the main applications that these are used for. And also don't really have a drum kit, so can't really show that. The point of this video is kind of just to explain, I guess, the differences in between kind of similarly priced microphones. A lot of these, especially the SE Electronics and the Rode, are considered entry-level microphones. The BM800 and the Takstar mics are even cheaper still. And I just kind of wanted to show that you can still get usable results even from, kind of, I guess, cheaper microphones in this environment. The other thing that I just wanted to mention finally is that all of the sounds that you're going to hear are going to be unaffected in any way. They're just literally going to be the microphone going through a preamp, which is a Focusrite Scarlett 18i6, going straight into Pro Tools. There's going to be no EQ, no compression, anything like that. I'm also going to try and set up the microphones in the kind of similar positions, just so, I'm not using different microphone techniques for different microphones, because I want to kind of create, the most equal position for all of them, so you can just hear what each microphone does when in that position. The position is going to be just a standard, couple of inches off the 12th fret of the guitar, and vocals are just going to be straight up and right into the middle. I've already got a song idea that we're going to do, so we're not going to faff about with writing or anything like that. But cool, right? First microphone will be the Rode NT1a. So let's get into it. Cool, so that was the NT1. Next up is the SE X1. Next, now we're going to be moving on to the Takstar 5400. This is a pencil condenser, so it's going to be like pointed at the guitar this way. That was the Takstar microphone. Finally, it'll be the BM800. So that's all of the guitars done. And the one thing that I noticed is that the Takstar mic, which is this one, is a lot quieter, like coming off the microphone. So I ended up boosting about 6 dB higher just inside Pro Tools on the playback. But the other thing is, I think all 4 of them have like a different sound. I think the Rode NT1's a little bit like brighter on the top end. I think the X1 and the BM800 are actually pretty close to each other. But the other thing is that the BM800 costs like £8 or £12, something like that. And I think it sounds really, really good. I don't think any of them actually sounded what you'd say bad in any way. I just think they offer different flavors for whatever you want. Some if a guitar's overly bright naturally, you might want to use maybe like a less bright microphone just to kind of combat that, or if you want to capture that, maybe to embellish it. So it's just another tool to your arsenal, I guess, and it's good that they're actually so different. But yeah, let's move on to vocals, shall we? What I've decided that I'm going to do is I'll have to work in like reverse order, just because the BM800 was the last one set up, and it saves us going all the way back to the beginning. Also, what I'm going to do is you will hear the associated guitar track with that microphone. So you're going to hear the BM800 guitar mic with like that track as I'm singing through that microphone, just to make it easier. Distance-wise, I'm going to be using this pop shield to kind of gauge me distance. I don't have any like inbuilt, like stick on a mic stand pop shield. So I think it's about, I don't know, 6 inches or so away. It might move. I'm just going to be dead center on the mic, and you will hopefully be able to hear that. So we're going to start with the BM800 microphone and then work our way through. The light gets dimmer, now it's dark. This feeling's burning through my heart. I've been waiting for so long to be alone. So as they move out of our way, we sit in silence just to say that we never thought this day could ever end. Please excuse my singing, and please excuse that I held this the wrong way around. It's a learning thing. So that was the BM800 microphone. We're gonna switch now over to the Takstar, and we will go again. I guess it's fair to say out of all of these, this one is the least used as a vocal mic. But if it works, it works. Here we go. The light gets dimmer, now it's dark. This feeling's burning through my heart, and I've been waiting for so long to be alone. So as they move out of our way, we sit in silence just to say that we never thought this day could ever end. So again, much more quiet take there, it appears. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move to the SE Electronics X1. The light gets dimmer, now it's dark. This feeling's burning through my heart, and I've been waiting for so long to be alone. So as they move out of our way, we sit in silence just to say that we never thought this day could ever end. And that was the SEX1. And then finally, we're going to go all the way up to the Rode NT1 and give that a listen. The light gets dimmer, now it's dark. This feeling's burning through my heart, and I've been waiting for so long to be alone. So as they move out of our way, we sit in silence just to say that we never thought this day could ever end. So that's all of the microphones that we've used. Again, it was the NT1a, the SE Electronics X1, a Takstar 5400, and then like an eBay BM800 microphone. Again, you could, it's similar with the guitars, really. You could find, you know, there's good and bad things, I think, with a lot of the microphones, but they all offer something different, and I think that's the main thing, is that they are offering different flavors, different, you know, different characters and things like that. And I definitely believe that it's worth having different options just for different things. If you've got an overly sibilant vocal, it might be nice to use a microphone that's a little bit darker. Or, you know, if it's a darker vocal, have something that's a little bit brighter. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of match these two together. So the NT1 guitar and the NT1 vocals are going to be matched, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to just play the song and basically cut in between each microphone, I guess, every bar or two, just so you can kind of hear the differences. The only thing I'm going to do to make changes is kind of just get them all at like relative level to each other. Again, there's no compression, EQ or anything. Everything you hear is just directly off the microphone, but I'm just going to do a little volume balance just so you can, so it's a more accurate comparison. Right, so here we are at the end of this process. I've tried to match kind of everything up on the screen. Please, I do apologize for how terrible it looks, but the way I've done it is every 2 bars it's going to swap from one microphone to the next. Please excuse any like clicks and pops just as it cuts in between. That's just obviously as the audio's getting cut, it's kind of a clean cut. I've tried to match it roughly as loud as each other. Couple of final notes just before we carry on. I've noticed that the SE microphone's very, very pretty dull in comparison to the other ones. I think the Takstar maybe shouldn't really be used for this type of thing, especially the vocals. I don't think it gives that full body sound that I would have wanted for like an acoustic guitar and a vocal. One good thing with this though is you could use it in a stereo setup to capture like the fretboard type thing, kind of the high frequency stuff. I think it'd probably be a better use for that than all-in-one kind of acoustic guitar. But the biggest shock of the day, I think, is the BM800 for the price that it is, which is about £8 to £10. I think it really holds up with the rest of the stuff. Obviously, the lifespan of these microphones, can't really comment on. I don't know whether, I could put it back in the box now and next time I use it, it won't even work. But, if it's got a little bit of life in it, then great. It's absolutely perfect to use, and I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to just let this play out now. You will see kind of the microphone switch as they go, but I'll put like a visual thing up as well, so you know which microphone you're listening to. Please let me know what you think of this. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's been a hell of a lot of fun to make, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
The light gets dimmer, now it's dark. There's feelings burning through my heart, and I've been waiting for so long to be alone. So as they move out of our way, we sit in silence just to say that we never thought this day could ever end. I held your hand so close to mine, and as you looked into my eyes, I knew my life would never be the same. And I am much more older now, but my thoughts still go to that town, and I remember you the way you were to me. So I placed my faith into your embrace. The warmth of your sweet smile can keep me warm tonight. And yet we both don't know just what the future holds, but I don't need to see to keep me holding on.